Well, hi there. Happy Tuesday. It's July the 17th, 2018, and I'm Eric. Talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I'll admit it's been a lot of years since I studied for my driver's test, but I'm pretty sure traffic lights aren't just suggestions. Good evening, everybody. Another beautiful evening in a beautiful city full of beautiful people. Hey, was that a new song there? Yeah, it was. Brand new intro music. We're going to be testing out new intro music here until the end of July. And I'm going to let you guys pick the one we go with. So I'll play a whole bunch of different songs all throughout the month. And you can write me, tell me which one you like the best. Send an email to maybeitsme42@gmail.com. Or you can leave a message right here on Spreaker if you want. There's a comment section attached to every episode. Just leave a comment. Tell me which song you like best, and that might be the one I pick. Or you can go to anchor.fm and leave a voice message. Or you can go to any one of the 40 sites you can listen to this podcast on and leave a message at one of them. They all have comment sections. So let me know which song you like best, and that's the one we'll go with. Also excited to announce a brand new website. And it's a website and a blog. I've never done a blog before. This is my first blog. I just like to say blog. It's allpossiblethings.wordpress.com. One thing that makes this site cool, it's got a complete explanation of all of the services offered by the Champion Tree Entertainment Company, as well as a complete description of their pricing model. And their pricing model is pretty simple. I'll help you with the math. They make sure you can afford it. That's all it is.
My name is Jeff.
Whatever you can afford, that's what they have to work with, and that's what they'll do. We'll take a look at your budget and figure it out. So you can focus on your artwork or your music or your acting or your whatever it is that you need to do, and they'll do all the rest for you. It's Champion Tree Entertainment Company, because the only things in life that are impossible are the things you don't try. And you can check them out at allpossiblethings.com, along with my brand new blog called It Makes Sense to Me. Now, what happens on this blog, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. It's simple. You have a problem, I'm going to solve it for you.
My name is Jeff.
Write in with your questions, your problems, anything to do with anything. You need an answer, I'll give it to you. Every day, I will give new answers to the new problems that I receive, and if there's no questions asked that day, then I'll just give you my opinion on something. It's up there now. You can read a couple of posts. It's not very exciting yet. It's still under construction, but it will get there in time. Again, that's allpossiblethings.wordpress.com. I'm going to take a quick little musical break here and then get back to the show. Again, no more Ashes of Purgatory this month. We're going to talk about them later. But all brand new music all month, and you tell me what songs you like the best. This is called A Heavy Load.
There's a heavy load upon my back. No way to throw it up.
Okay, had a little problem with the song there. I don't know why it just restarted, but that's okay. That's called A Heavy Load. One of the contenders to be the brand new intro music for this show. So write me, tell me what you think. You think that should be the new song we go with every day? Send me an email. Maybe it's me42@gmail.com. Let me know. That could be the winner. All right, on to the big fun topic of the day. I want to talk about traffic here in Vancouver. Everyone who drives a vehicle in Vancouver, as soon as the weather gets nice, seems to turn into a retard.
My name is Jeff.
And now, as you know, when I say the word retard, I mean a person who is retarded. I have been struck by a vehicle 3 times in the last 5 years as a pedestrian. I almost got struck twice today by idiots looking right and turning left. Why do you? I think everyone in Vancouver needs to be pulled off the road and retested and see how many of them could actually pass their driver's test today. It's ridiculous. And I had one guy yell at me today that I need to pay more attention. No, I don't. You need to pay more attention. Why? Because I'm not in a 2,000-pound killing machine. You are. These are the brand new weapons of mass destruction. They use them to kill people. And you're driving them like idiots. You've got your eyes on your phone, one hand on your coffee, the other one's doing your makeup, and you're singing at the top of your lungs. You're going to kill somebody. You might as well close your eyes and start firing a gun off and see who you hit. Stop being idiots. Start driving properly.
Thank you, Gary.
Piss me off. Tell me I'm wrong. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to cross the street properly at a crosswalk with the light going. The light's green. Your light's red. Red means stop. Red doesn't mean assess the situation and decide whatever the hell you feel like doing. It means stop your goddamn car. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I am going to be back with Gord in about 2 hours over on Anchor.fm. And me and him are going to go off about it for another hour. So I'm going to let it go. This is just a short little hello I'm saying to you here. To tell you about the new and exciting things that are coming up. As I said, the Awaken. The Ashes of Purgatory album, Awaken. I am officially done talking about it. It's available to buy anywhere you like to buy your music. Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Tidal, Deezer, Spotify, wherever you go to listen to your music. Awaken by Ashes of Purgatory is available. The full 9-track album. Great record. The 4th album by Ashes of Purgatory. And I still don't know about Collapse. It was a very limited release, and we can't seem to get a hold of it to re-release it, but that will be happening at some point. So technically, you can still get your hands on the first 3 Ashes of Purgatory albums, but the 3rd of 4 is kind of in limbo right now. We will be doing a new one later on in the year, probably at the beginning of 2019. We're going to put out an album called Legacy, which will be the end of this era for the band. It's not going to be a greatest hits album. What it's going to be is Eric's favorite songs album. So not necessarily the greatest hits, just the ones I like best. So look forward to that early in the new year. Also, I'm going to be doing a solo album. Well, I've already done a solo album, I should say. I'm going to be putting out a solo album, probably later this year or again, possibly by spring of 2019. We'll see how it goes. A bunch of songs that just didn't cut it as Ashes of Purgatory songs, but they're damn good songs and they need to come out. So you can look forward to those later on in the year. What else are we talking about tonight? I've lost my place here. Right, I wanted to talk. Let me start this off by saying I do a lot of recording in public when I'm recording this podcast. I'm either at a bench or at a bus stop or quite often at a SkyTrain station trying to get home. One thing I want to know, if you notice me out recording in public, feel free to approach me if you want to be on the show. You want your voice heard here on the show? Come up to me, talk to me, get your voice on, or leave a voice message at Anchor.fm. And as long as it doesn't have foul language in it, we'll put you on the air. Anything you want to say. It doesn't have to be relevant to what I'm talking about that night. It doesn't have to be something I'd necessarily agree with. I'll still put you on the show every time you want to be on. Leave me a voice message. or shoot me an email and I'll read it on the show. I cannot put swear words on the show, unfortunately, so just no swearing. Other than that, the sky's the limit. Anything you have to say, get your voice heard. As I say, this show is just as much yours as it is mine, and I'd rather hear you guys than me, to be honest. So go ahead and figure out a way to get on. Even if you just want to walk up to me on the street every night, you can find me pretty easily, and I'll put the mic in front of your face instead of mine. You can do the show for me. That'd be a nice break, actually.
My name is Jeff.
So a girl did just that on Friday night. If you listen to Friday night's episode, I did a bit about being nice to each other, being polite. Because frankly, there's this new epidemic where everyone is just being rude to each other for no reason. Complete strangers being assholes to each other. It's disgusting, and I'm sick of it. I wanted to start this movement, and I'm dead serious about this. I want this to be bigger than the Me Too movement. And I have Gord on board, so Gord's going to be recruiting you guys out in Ontario, and we want to hear your stories. I want you to start just being nice to people. Don't go out of your way. This isn't something where you actually have to do anything. Here's what you have to do to make this movement happen, all right? You do whatever you were planning on doing that day, any day, all day. Doesn't matter. Don't change anything you were going to do. The only thing you have to do is be kind and respectful and polite while you do it. That's it. It's that simple. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to start being nice to somebody you don't like or anything like that. Just be a gentleman or a lady as you go about your business. It's the easiest goddamn thing in the world. And that's my hashtag. That's what I want the hashtag to be. Hashtag easiest thing in the world. Just be nice to somebody. You'll be amazed what happens if you're just nice and polite and kind. And it's not like, old people used to do it all the time. We used to do it. It used to be a thing. It was just understood. Even if you didn't like somebody, you faked it. You faked it for the whole interaction. And it's not that difficult. As a matter of fact, it's easiest thing in the world. And I want easiest thing in the world to be bigger than Me Too. Just be nice to each other. The world will change overnight, and we're going to set up, Gord and I are going to come up with some sort of reward system. So if you're nice to somebody and you report it to us, you'll get rewards. Or if you want to report somebody who's not getting on board, they're being dicks for no reason, report them too, and we'll figure out some kind of punishment system for them. Publicly shame them on the show or something. We're going to change the world. Hashtag easiest thing in the world. And it is. All you gotta do is be nice. You'd be amazed what happens if you're just nice to people. Good things start happening to everybody, for everybody. Just do it. That's a big thing coming up. That's what I want. I want you guys. So, the point is, I was recording at Stadium SkyTrain Station on Friday the 13th. And I announced the introduction to this being a thing. And I guess someone must have been listening as they walked by, because about a half an hour later, she came up to me, this young lady, and reported 3 guys that were being rude on the bus about people's ages. They were making fun of them, teasing people for their age or whatever, and she shut them up real fast, and then she came over and explained to me what happened and told me about them. I didn't have time, unfortunately, to run down and get the full story, but just the fact that that's one person already on board, and she was a sweet girl. Really cool, and hopefully she keeps reporting things to me about all the good things she's doing trying to get this movement going, because I just think it's awesome. Thank you very much, young lady. Keep up the good work. On that note, I think I'm going to sign off by playing another song for you. One that I really, really like. I know this is it's only been, 15 minutes, but that's only because I'm going to be back on the air with Gord in about an hour over on Anchor.fm to do a full, complete podcast for you. We're trying out a new platform tonight, so hopefully it works out better than it has the last few times we've tried with Gord. So I'll talk to you guys in about an hour over on Anchor.fm. You can catch this episode on just about